Don't settle for fakes. My duel-taining is the real deal.
Hey everyone, it's mekklord and I literally just woke up. I saw that the ban list was live, which is surprising because the KC Cup ended like yesterday. And I'm just gonna take a glance at what changed. Before I click on this, I expect some nerfs to Destiny Heroes, Odd Eyes, Rockets, and Trickstars. The first two because they have the best deck of this format. The latter two because they are old decks that still perform really well. Old and cheap, like, you know, rather budget decks. That and Konami doesn't tend to like this too much. So we'll see. No skill changes, of course, because why would Konami nerf any skills? The skills are perfectly balanced in this game. So hopefully the ban list is a couple of like good things for everything. So there we go. No skill changes. Okay. I see two things that immediately make me rather happy. Shooting Rider Dragon Limited 1. That's a hit to Odd Eyes. I mean, it's also a hit to Rose Dragon specifically, because they also have a Shooting Rider setup with Magician's Robe Engraved, but it's more of a hit to Odd Eyes than anything else. This basically prevents you from setting up Shooting Riser into a Zeta or Treasure Zero or Blood Rose Dragon turn 1, which is pretty strong against a lot of decks, so I hope this is not the only nerf to Odd Eyes. I would like to see its consistency being hit rather than the things that it is capable of doing, but it's a good start. Limited 2, Medolce Peninsula. This card is one of the best starters for Medolce, not named Marceline. It's cool that we have access to one more starter when playing the deck, and also that we're able to play limited 1 cards such as... What would be good for Medolce? Monster Reborn? I don't know. But this is cool, and Medolce has been like a rogue force for a while now. Hopefully this helps it become a little bit better. Lady Debug. Due to being able to use this card with other limited 3 cards, this card is now limited 2. Is it a buff or a nerf? I have no idea. But this is it for the cards that are limited 2 apparently, because yeah, there's the little dotted line here. I hope this is a buff to like Salamangreat and Cyber strategies, because they're not really doing anything, and it'd be weird to hit them in a metagame where there are so many more powerful decks that we should be taken care of. So limited 3 is when I expect all of the big changes to happen, you know? Celestial to 3, Oath Dragon to 3, Candina to 3, Quick Launch to 3. So we'll see. That's my prediction, not necessarily stuff that I agree with. I don't think Trickstar or Rockets are particularly problematic, but we'll see how Konami feels about these. Limited 3, Dragon Pit. That's not Oath Dragon. But you know what? That's also perfectly fine. It's either one or the other. I'd have preferred they hit Oath Dragon specifically because this one allows you to recoup the loss of activating your scale by basically getting you a card back in hand. Dragon Pit is the one that allows you to play through Disruption and stuff, so it's a fair hit. It's a fair hit, I guess. That's what I... Not what I expected, but this is pretty cool too. Destiny Road Malicious. Wait, is that it for the limited 3s? Huh? I mean, I guess this is good because you always play 2 copies of Malicious anyway, so you only have 1 copy of your limited 3 trap. This probably makes more sense as a hit than Celestial. I'm kind of pained to see that Liquid Soldier isn't here, considering still an absolute draw engine. I'm kind of glad that Rockets and Trickstar didn't get hit. These decks are powerful, but they're like below the power level of like what Tenyi and BLS can achieve. So that's a good thing. Now let's see for the unlimits. Thunder Dragon Dark. Finally, it was about time that this card got freed from the ban list. This probably still doesn't make Thunder Dragon all that good. I mean, you can play 2 Levy, 1 Melody now, so that's gonna be worth something. And people have been brewing like Link Thunder Dragon list for a while, but I don't know if they're actually really good because we don't really have any good Link payoffs at the moment. So, mixed feelings on this. Lunalight Yellow Mountain. Is Emerald Burst still on the list? I hope so, because Lunalight is like one of the most annoying decks that you could be facing, right? The gameplay basically revolves around a towers-like monster that can also TK you if you don't take care of it, which is not fun or interesting in any way or capacity. And there's still a couple of decks that don't have an out to this card at all. I'm thinking BLS doesn't really have a good out to Leo Dancer. I'm thinking Tenyi, because I think Leo Dancer has Destruction Protection. So like the one out would be Mapura. But Mapura targets, doesn't it? I forgot. But, no, I was one of the few people who actually wanted to keep Yellow Mountain and Embed at limited 3 because you basically have access to like 6 copies of these cards with Taiki anytime they're not on the list. Oh. This sucks. I'm not happy about that. I know I'm in the minority here, but I'm not really happy about that. Tatsunoko being freed changes nothing. I mean, it's a buff to Synchrons, but like, it's a deck that is still remarkably playable, and it pains me to see that Konami won't address the absolute absurdity that is the scale. I don't mind anime scales, but I do mind when they do stuff that has nothing to do with the scale. Like, why is the scale able to turn any monsters whose total attack is 2500 into 2 Signer Dragons? Like, what? That's some zero effort stuff that I just can't tolerate. At least with BLS, you have to put in the effort of like building your deck in a way that rewards you for summoning the ritual monsters, and all you do is summon ritual monsters instead of like just dropping random monsters that don't exist. Like, what if instead of like summoning BLS, the skill set, Banish a Light in the Dark, just summon any random assortments of Chaos Monster. You get to summon 2 Chaos Monster. Could be Chaos Emperor Dragon, could be the OG BLS, could be any version of BLS, could be Chaos Orc, could be Chaos Franklin, which is a card that exists, don't look it up. I just hate Synchrons, is what I'm trying to say. I'm sure there are a couple of cool decks that Tatsunoko shines in. Synchrons is definitely one of those, unfortunately. Dark Contract with the Gate. DDD is also one of these rogue-ish decks that would probably be decent in current meta, considering that they have a card. Well, they can play a card that searches both their boss monster and Artifact Lancia, which you can expect to be decent in the upcoming month. I don't know, I don't think I'm happy seeing this either. It's a deck that I don't particularly enjoy for personal reasons. I think to this day my win rate against DDD is like below 40% or something. I think I played against 1 DDD in the KC Cup. And no, I didn't play against the DDD in the KC Cup. This one. But I did play against DDD in the previous KC Cup and I lost. And I did play against DDD in my Cup Climb with Destiny Heroes and I lost. And I played against DDD in my Cup Climb with Armed Dragons and I lost. So it's just my one of these decks that I absolutely fear facing, and I'm gonna face it a lot more now, so thanks for that, Konami. Objectively though, this doesn't make them like broken or anything. Fukimurochi Piper. Yeah, I guess Konami realized we probably went a little bit too far with Speed Droids, so we're gonna give them their Excavate tool back. Speed Droid is also one of these decks that I didn't face at all until I started playing Armed Dragons, which is a deck that loses really hard to Clear Wing exactly. So I'm not gonna play Armed Dragons anymore. Simple as. Shoutouts to the Speed Droid Guru who just got to Cog with Speed Droids pre-buff, and nobody cares about it because people pretended that they liked Speed Droid before the the new support and stuff are just fake redditors looking for clout, being like, oh, I'm not like the other girls. I play a terrible, incomplete deck. Like, cool for you, Doom-chan, and other people. Wait, so we're just reverting every... we're just reverting every enough we did to speed raids, huh? Okay. Sure, why not? Why not? The skill is probably still very strong like this. Okay, this probably brings the speed rate back into meta. Why would we do that? Why would you revert a nerf from like 3 months ago so quickly? I don't get Konami sometimes. It's weird. I don't like it. Indigo Eclipse Unlimited. Okay. Are we just unlimiting power players from this year? Is this what's happening? Where's the unlimits for like bad decks and archetypes like Cyber Dragons? If I don't see Cyber Dragon Overload on this list, I'm gonna be pissed. Because there's no reason why we should be unlimited Indigo Eclipse and yugioh and Udoshi Paper and Archetype and Yellow Marten, but not giving Cyber Dragon there. One good card back. Farfa. Okay, sure. So reverting nerfs to BA as well, and any decks that can shove Beatrice in. I guess this is fine. Right, yeah, this is probably fine. You're probably gonna see this card in a lot of like Onomatsu play kind of decks. But these are paid to win, so Konami enjoy those. Ritual Beast Elder, finally, it's time. Elder finally came back. Ritual Beasts climbed from a Star Gurgling tier 11 to a tier 10 deck. And no Cyber Dragon Overload. So, I think this is one of these lists that's going to be really well received by the community. Because it does bring back a lot of stuff, which is always what people look forward to. I'm gonna try and see if there are any notable misses other than Overload very specifically. Dark Lord stuff obviously still on the list. The former Pal Fireflux, Spear Cretin, Woodland Sprite, like all of these cards that are bad are still on the list. Cards that we abused with Neos Fusion, Revival Gift, Give and Take, Bamboo Scrap, also still on the list for some reason. Although I guess these ones are not there for power reasons because they encourage very annoying strategies. Mirror Force is still a limited one, which I can fathom. Terraforming still a limited one, which also you could probably bring this card to unlimited and then wouldn't change much about the game, I reckon. Econ is still a limited one, which is very funny to me. In the limited 2 category, we still have Scrap Iron Scarecrow, which could probably be brought to limited 3. It's a card that's annoying for stall decks exactly, but who cares? Cybernetic Overflow was the guy I was thinking about when I said Cyber Dragon Overload. But this one probably, like either this or Cyberload Fusion should be freed at this point. It's insane. Also, why do Infernoids still have to suffer Void Banishment and Feast being limited to when like every other deck got that shit back? Like imagine Infernoids against Speedroid, that'd be so fun to play, but Konami hates Infernoids and they want people to play Speedroids, I reckon. Probably a sign of more Speedroid support coming soon. Does Riot Dice need to be limited 3? I don't think so. And yeah, that's wait, Pinch Apple is limited 3 still? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's it. That's all the changes for now. So maybe there's gonna be a skill list later on that fixes some of the more obtuse skills out there. I think this list does a good job at shaking up the meta a little bit. I think it drops the power of Destiny Hero just a smidge, just a little, because you can't just play Compulse now, you have to play something less impactful like Book of Moon, or more situational like Eternal Die. But it's still a really strong deck. Odd Eyes obviously loses Shooting Riser, which was very important in the better setups for this deck. There was also a version where Shooting Riser dropped Silent Magician, and then you got the Silent Magician back and you could summon it, which insulated your board against Dark Hole, which we're not gonna see anymore. And this is actually a pretty huge nerf for Odd Eyes, very specifically. That plus Dragon Pit 2/3, which probably kills the Orcust version of stuff. Really happy to not see Endymion Magistus on this list, considering it's one of these cards that has the unfortunate properties of being both a rare card that is very susceptible to being hit, and a good solid semi-generic draw engine that Konami usually hates. And what does Debug to do for Cyber's decks? It's probably like a buff, right? Probably a buff for those. So yeah, pretty decent list overall. I do like that we're bringing back weaker powered decks. I don't think Speed Druid falls in that category. I'm not looking forward to Speed Druid being meta viable once again. Everything else is probably fine. I would have loved even more free stuff. So we'll see if there are some skill changes later on. In the meantime, thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna go back to sleep now, and I'll see you guys and gals and non-binary pals next time.